Hi, I want you to have this watch. I really do. This is a giveaway, and I want to show you all about what a great watch, a Timex watch, is. As you may know, I did a video called A Poor Man's Watch Collection, and I love it, and I have had some beautiful comments. And so while I was shopping the other day for a gift for my son, this watch was on sale. And so I picked it up because I want to use it as an example of how you can start a quality watch collection, or if not a collection, just have a quality watch. You don't have to spend $1 million. You could buy a Rolex watch, not for $1 million, but for, tens of thousands of dollars and have a high quality watch. But you could buy a Timex watch and have a quality watch. Now this is a quartz watch, I'm sure, battery operated watch. But I want to unbox it with you. I'm not going to take it off of its little stand because I'm going to let you do that. And I want to show you some features about this watch that I like in a watch. And it has some qualities that I look for in a good watch, and so I want to unbox this with you. Now you can win this watch simply by subscribing to my channel and leaving a comment about what it is you like in a watch. And then I will pick a winner in 1 week, and this watch will be mailed to them. That easy. It's just a giveaway for a watch. Oh, okay. Timex. They used to say, takes a licking and keeps on ticking. And I don't know if this one is that sturdy, but we're going to see what it is about this watch that I like so much. And I'm going to include some information about the Timex company. It's been around since like the 1860s or earlier. We'll get the exact timeline for Timex, and they've always been known for making quality watches that you can get at a reasonable price. And that's kind of the theme of my channel, A Poor Man's Watch Collection. And that's not the name of the channel, but that was the name of the video I did. Ooh, there it is. It's not a big watch because I know some people are turned off by big watches, but this is a day-date watch. Now here's some of the things that it has that I look for in a watch. By the way, that is a real leather band. It's a real leather band. It has Indiglow lighting, which means I'm pretty sure, I'm not going to take this tab out. I'm going to let you do that. You'll be able to take that tab out. But when you push on it, the watch lights up so you can read it in the dark. But it tells you what number the day is, and it tells you the day of the week it is. Now, one thing I love about this watch is that it's easily read. In my experience with buying watches, one of the mistakes I made was buying watches that you couldn't tell at a glance what time it was. There were even some very expensive watches that I looked at that I thought, ooh, I'd like to have a watch like this one day. But when you looked at them, it was hard to tell the hands of the watch from all of the busyness on the watch face. And so this one, the numbers and the hands, very, very clear what they are. So you look at this watch in a glance and you can see what time it is. Now, just a funny anecdote. As I've gotten into watches, I've talked to a number of different people. I talked to one guy who was an executive, a vice president in his company, and when I told him about, he was somebody that I'd known my whole life, told him about the watches that I was learning to love, he very proudly showed me his digital watch that he had paid $16 for. This is my watch, and I think it's a waste of money to spend on any watch more expensive than this. I pointed out to another friend the watches that I like, and he also had a digital watch and said he would never buy anything other than a digital watch. And I thought this was funny. He said, I don't want to have to look at my watch and figure out what time it is. There's a good starting point. If you're interested in watches or think that a gentleman should wear a watch, here's a good starting point. Are you not smart enough to tell time? If you struggle to look at a regular clock and know what time it is, for heaven's sakes, buy a watch and learn. That is some basic human 101 ability to be able to look at a watch face and be able to tell what time it is. So, I mean, I have nothing against a digital watch if you like a digital watch, but if your reason for not buying a watch is like this, a traditional classic watch, is that you don't want to have to look at your wrist and figure out what time it is, for heaven's sakes, buy a watch, because you need to develop those skills. Now, I'm going to measure this watch with my handy dandy caliper and tell you a little bit about the Timex watch company. Now, again, I'm not going to take it off this stand. You're going to do that when you win this watch. And it's beautiful. It's a lovely watch, and it was not expensive. That's my point. You can get a really nice watch for not a lot of money, and if that's all you want to do is have that watch, that's fine. And you know what I think this watch will do for you? I'll bet you money. Somebody will comment and say, hey, that's a nice watch. That's been, you know, and I'm going to talk about this in a video coming up. It's been one of the things that I've thought a lot about as I've gotten into watches, is that most people throughout the day that see me and I'm walking around, they have no idea what watch I'm wearing or what it is. And I think most people are wearing Rolex watches. Nobody stops and says, oh my gosh, that's a Rolex watch. They don't know. It could be a Timex. They don't know, they don't care. And that's kind of cool because you're the one who knows. But I have had the experience, and I've really liked it, of having somebody say, ooh, that's a nice watch. That's kind of fun. And I bet that would happen with this watch. So you can look up Timex on Wikipedia and learn everything I've seen. But basically, it started in 1854 as the Waterbury Clock Company, people that were making brass clocks here in the United States. And it was acquired, purchased other companies over the years, had different changes, and people interested in. In 1941, it was bought by Thomas Olson, who started calling it the Timex Company. It was officially registered as the Timex Company in 1944, I believe, and the first Timex watches were produced, I believe, if I understood what I read right, in 1950. But there were watches that were made for the military in World War II by Timex. And in World War I believe it said that they first started coming up with the idea of wristwatches for the military. But let me show you, this is a small watch. And I'm going to give you an idea of how small it is. Ooh. So it looks like it's like 3.3 centimeters, and it has a lug width, just in case you want to get a different strap for it, of it's hard to look around the camera at this and do this. So let's do this so that I can read it, because if I got the back of it, then I can't read it. Oh, okay, wait a minute. We'll edit that part out. So the lug width is, it looks like, if I can get it, about 1.5 centimeters, in case you want to get a new strap for it. And I don't know how easy or hard that would be with a watch this small. And it's about 3.3 centimeters, or 1 inch, and anyway, and 6/16. That's kind of, I don't know, that sounds weird. So anyway, that's the size of it. But it's okay, because when I've read online, it seems like people complain more about large watches than small watches. But yeah, it's on the smaller size, but it'll look nice on your wrist. So leave a comment about what you're looking for in a watch, and subscribe to my channel. And in 1 week, I'll pick a winner next Tuesday, and I will mail you this watch, and you will have a beautiful white-faced Timex day-date watch for your collection, or for your starter watch, or for your only watch, or whatever it is for you. So thanks very much, and we'll see you on the next video. The next video is going to be really exciting.